Hi, my name is Josh, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about these Sennheiser HD650 headphones. These are sort of mid-range audiophile headphones from Sennheiser, and I've purchased these SX silver cables from ALO Audio, and this cable is terminated to my FIIO E17 DAC amp, and that is using USB into my Macbook Pro Retina. This setup is kind of like a mid-range setup for an audiophile. It is using the extremely popular headphone combined with a high-end upgraded cable with a fairly low-end DAC amp, but the results are surprisingly good. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the setup. So first, you've got the Sennheiser HD650. This is a comfortable headphone. It's got these really soft pads on it, and you know, I can wear this thing all day long. The headphone itself has an open design on it, so audio does leak from it. So if somebody's sitting next to me and I have the headphones on, you know, they can hear the music that I'm listening to just sort of faintly sort of leak out of the headphone. It's airy, it's comfortable, and the sound quality is fantastic. Now, the headphones came with a just sort of this standard looking cable. It's got these like sort of two terminators on it that connect to the headphone, and then it has a 1/4-inch plug on the other end, and just sort of kind of what you typically expect with a cable from a headphone maker. They're decent, you know, the headphones sound okay with it, but I decided to throw in $300 more and purchase these. So these are the SX, I believe they're called the SX22s. It's a silver cable, so it's got real silver in the wire, and it's got these two high-quality connectors, and real easy to install. You simply just plug them in, and it's hard to get it wrong on how to plug them in because one connector, it's hard to see from the video, is actually bigger than the other. So if you've got them backwards and you're trying to plug them in, it won't let you go. But if you get them right, then it plugs right in. So that's the headphone and the cable. There are a lot of options on the cable on how it connects. You can have, you know, different sort of terminators on it. For me, I use this sort of universal, I think it's a mini XLR connector. And that allows me to choose different endpoint options. So in this case, I've got a 1/8 3.5 millimeter connector, gold plated, which I'm using to plug into the next piece of this review, which is the FIIO E17. So the E17, I believe, is about $250. You can get it anywhere on Amazon. It's a DAC and an amplifier. So it's connected to my computer, and you know, I'm running a Mac, and it just uses a simple USB to do that. In this case, I'm using a Monster USB cable. I like it because it's flat, and it's got this multiple connector doodads on it. And I'll show you what that looks like. It's got the ability to do this sort of micro USB and mini USB, which I particularly like. Makes it more cable more useful. So the DAC itself is, you know, it's pretty good. I mean, it definitely makes a difference, you know, compared to my headphones plugged straight into the computer and then plugged into the DAC and then the computer. It's not a high-end device at all. It does have some nice options on it, including the ability to use it as a line out. You can set this bypass button on the side, and you can connect their proprietary dongle at the bottom, and then you can actually just use it as a DAC and plug it into a different amplifier. So this whole setup has actually been working really well for me. I'm really happy with the results of it. The headphones, I believe, are I think they're about $300. The cable is actually about $300, and the DAC is about $300. So you're really looking probably all in about $1,000 for this setup. But it gets you a really, really great pair of headphones that are really dynamic and really versatile. I mean, there's really nothing that you can't listen to with these and love them. You know, the cable itself is sort of the beginning of more of the higher end upgrade. This is probably the most high end of the entire setup, is probably the cable. I do notice a big difference though from the stock cable to this cable. Yeah, it's almost like I can hear more detail. The amp does help. I think it does help sort of bring out more of the details. I think if I went with a higher end amp, I'd get even more of a bang from this setup. I've got a HD800 on its way, as well as a better higher end amp and a better DAC. So I'll do another review and kind of see if I can, you know, see what it sounds like. That's it.